Come on, I can't believe it's finally summer vacation. Now I can finally hang with the boys and play the game. Oh wait, but before I do that, I actually need to talk to y'all. Because the same as last year, before we can start off the vacation, we need to do a recap of like the biggest things I made in school. And we ain't gonna be wasting no time, so we're gonna get into it straight away. With the first thing we did was this. There was a real company that was opening up a new location and they wanted us to make a new branded like logo and theme. So this is what my things are looking like. It did not win. Unfortunately, he did not like the vibe of it. I personally liked it, but unfortunately he didn't. I did finish the school subject, so we're good. Let's go on to the next one. So that was for the digital lessons, and for the practical lessons we made this. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's a 3D marketing campaign type thing. It's not an official one, so the brands, you know, it are real brands, but it's not official thing. And here you can see how we made that with a printer. We printed it on a material, and we actually learned how to use this machine. And this is a machine you're gonna use a lot probably. So it's nice learning that and how they came out. I don't know if you can see it on the picture really good, but you see line behind the person, so that's also good. It's like a 3D type thing to add a little spice to it, so it's really cool first project. The next thing was a fun project, but not really big, because it was this. As you can see, we made like a little board with like, I think it's like typical Dutch artwork. Normally it's on like a towel for like in a bathroom and stuff like that. But we made this, and the thing with this thing is also using the printer, as you've seen in the last one. But also, I don't know if you can really see it on the picture, but like the sides are not straight cut, so we learned how to cut with like a not straight line. I don't know how you say that in English, but you guys know what I mean. With an angle, that's what's called, with an angle. Now we're back at the digital lessons. Because AI is coming up and we also learn how to design, the teachers actually wanted us to practice using AI. So this design, it was made with AI, but you had to change a lot of things constantly, so there was AI involved, but not too much. And also 3D, you cannot really see on the picture, but like the 3 times sale is like higher off, and the 20% off is also higher off, so it's also a 3D thing. And I actually like it, at least, you know, I like the shoes. I actually got the shoes right here, so you know, it's a bit of a personal thing, and I like that one. And now we're at practical again. And for this project, I've been waiting a long time for this, because this was my second year of school, and I kind of wanted to go to the school for the car wrapping. And in this subject, like in this project, we learned interior wrapping and also car wrapping. And we started out with interior wrapping. As you can see right here, we wrapped this in fully orange. It was pretty hard to do because this is the first time we're not wrapping straight things. Like you see all the curves in it. That's hard to learn, but it turned out pretty good. And also like planks, like just straight planks. We had a thing with a corner in it and also a round stick. So that's pretty interesting to learn, because it's a different type of wrap. That wrap is not as flexible as like the car wraps, but it was pretty interesting to learn. But as I was saying, you guys, I was waiting for the car wrap. As you can see right here, I'm actually wrapping the car. It's pretty cool learning this, you know. This is kind of what I wanted to do in this school, so to finally learn this is like a big plus. As you can see right here, we start out with just the corners, wrapping it in a corner, and it turned out pretty good, as you can see. And then eventually we started wrapping a full bumper. As you can see right here, is a full, all the yellow is wrapped, and you know, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And of course, I'm not like a car wrapper yet, but I'm starting to get there, because you know, I can wrap a full bumper, which is pretty cool. And we actually had to do an exam with that. As you can see right here, these are all the pictures of the exam, with interior wrapping and also the car wrapping. The car wrapping was just the corner where we practiced with, and the interior was with the plank, the stick, and the bit of a triangle with a curve in it type thing. So that is like the biggest thing I learned in school this year, and the thing I'm most happy about. But we got much more to show, so let's get into that. Then the next project was the movie box. As you can see right here, this is a pretty cool 3D box. Again, it's 3D. But it's pretty cool, because when we were making this, the brand where we made it for was not official, but the project turned out pretty good with like the whole class. So eventually we connected the movie theater, because it was a movie theater we originally made it for. which was not official, but we connected them and they said, cool, come bring your boxes and we're gonna hang it up. As you can see right here, the boxes actually are in the movie theater, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they're still up there, but they were there, so that's a big W. And of course I picked Fast and Furious because, you know, in a few years I hopefully will drive a car like that as well. So yeah. Alright, the next project is with wrapping again, but on a window, as you can see right here. I know on the picture you can see it very good, but here we learned practicing with wrapping wet. So you wet the window and then you wrap it. It was pretty interesting to learn, and it's a thing you actually go use a lot because it's on a window. It's kind of easier to wrap when it's wet than when it's dry. So very nice to learn this, and we also had to print on the wrap, which is also nice to like have a fresh on how you do that. But because you need to be able to look from the inside to outside, but see on the outside, you have to print it on transparent wrap and then put white behind the wrap, so the things you want to see are like standing out. As you can see right here, we have the white behind the person, and then from outside the person is highlighted, which is pretty cool. You know, it's a thing you need to learn, otherwise you will not know that. All right, and the next big project is maybe my favorite project of this school year, and we had a brand, right? And from the brand logo, you needed to do a whole rebrand. So to start out, I had my concept card, which is this. From the logo, I made all the colors, the visual identity, the font. So of this card I started the whole rebrand. And we started out with a beach flag, as you can see right here. We got some nice flags, you know, different type of designs, and also like a little mock-up tin we made of paper, so it's not a real flag, but just to see how it's looking like a real visual. And from that beach flag, we translated it to a kiteboard, as you can see right here. We also actually made a kiteboard, which is pretty cool. And in my opinion, I like these kiteboards. I don't do no kiteboarding, but if I did, I think I would actually buy this one because I think it looks pretty good. And then from the kiteboard, we need to translate it into a van, as you can see right here. Again, I like it. I think it looks pretty cool because kiteboarding is a water sport, so that's why I chose the blue with a fade. You know, when it's a wave, you have a blue wave, and then when it drops, it's all white, stuff like that. So I like this rebrand for real. And then to show off the kiteboards, we need to make a display, as you can see right here. Actually, the kiteboard is in it already. Dope. I love this project. I think we did learn a lot because we learned designing, like rebranding, but also making a thing like the kiteboard. You need to print, you need to cut it out. With the visual, we had a little bit of AI, so you know, I'm not a big fan of AI, but you know, we learned it a little bit. So this project is a big W because I like how it turned out. All right, and then the last big project of the year was this. All right, you see this, you see how big the window is? Yeah, we wrapped a full car on the windows, and it's very big. And there was a group project, and to be honest, when you're in a group project, you tend to like push things off to a later time. So we did that, and we had to finish this project in maybe like 2 weeks. And I know that is enough time, and that's why we got it done. But you know, it was a little bit of stress involved in like actually making sure we got this done in time. But it turned out very cool, bro. We got a Porsche 911 GT3 RS on the window. As you can see, it's going down in like a basement garage thing. So everybody that's coming to school, they need to walk down there and they see the Porsche on the window. Bro, that is sick as fuck. that is so cool. So this project I'm also very happy about. And again, we printed it on transparent wrap and then put white wrap behind it, as you can see right here, so you know, you can actually see it from the outside. So this project is again a big W because this turned out very cool. All right, and then the last little project we did in school, like the actual last one, was this one. Again, we got a 3D design. I don't actually, when I'm looking back on this, why did we need to make so many 3D things? I actually don't know, but it's a little 3D design of a famous person. I chose LeBron James, you know. It's cool. We're rapping the NBA as well. So that were like the main projects I wanted to show. Of course, we did a lot of other little different things, but these were like the main things I wanted to show y'all and look back on, because when I'm like 30 years old, I can look back on what I did in my second year of school, you know. So in my opinion, this second year of school, was pretty good. You know, we learned some fun things, and most of the things turned out great as well. And you were also just the school stuff. Because if you go and follow my EP creators, I have a link down below. You can also see like the little personal creative things I made during this year. So go follow that. And while you're already on Instagram, go follow my personal account as well. And when you go back to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I think this is the video already. Guys, my second year of school. We got 2 more to go. Next year, the first half year of next school year, is going to be an internship. So I'm going to be working at an actual sign company for half a year, which I'm pretty excited about, you know, to actually work. School is fun and all, but I think I like working more, even though it's not paid, I think. But I'm pretty excited about that. And then, you know, in 2 years, hopefully I got my graduation, my diploma, and we can actually start working. Or maybe when the YouTube is popping off, we don't even have to work no more. So we're gonna see, you know. So guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you have an amazing summer vacation, and hopefully I'm gonna be making a lot of YouTube videos, because you know, now I got some little bit more time. I'm also gonna work though, so you know, we're just gonna see. It's gonna be a great summer, good vibes, hang out with my friends, and hopefully you do too. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Yo.